Hi Lucy, it's Dinah House-Fire again. Today I wanted to read you a story from a book called Jacob's Room to Choose. And it was written by Sarah and Ian Hoffman, and it's illustrated by Chris Case. The carpet was warm. The bunnies were funny. Jacob and Sophie loved library time. Okay, kids, said Ms. Reeves, we've got 10 minutes left. Does anyone need to use the bathroom before we head back to class? Jacob and Sophie raised their hands. You can see them there on the carpet, and they're raising their hands because they've got to go. They stopped outside the bathroom doors. Do you think it's okay? Asked Sophie. I don't know, said Jacob. Sophie walked through one door. Jacob took a deep breath and walked through the other door. So you can see them at the bathroom doors. Two boys were at the sinks. They stared at Jacob standing in the doorway. Jacob knew what that look meant. He turned and ran out. You can see Jacob there. And see, he's wearing a dress. Jacob stood in the hall, his heart pounding. Just then, Sophie ran out of her bathroom. It was hard for Jacob to talk. Did you get chased out? Sophie nodded. Back at the library, Sophie shifted from foot to foot. I need to use the bathroom, she said. Ms. Reeves was confused. Didn't you and Jacob just go to the bathroom? Sophie squeezed her eyes shut against the tears. They wouldn't let her, said Jacob. They said she had to use the boys' room. Ms. Reeves looked inside the bathroom. It was empty. Anybody in there? There was no response. She waited in the hall while Sophie and Jacob went in. Better? Asked Ms. Reeves. Yes, said Sophie. Has this happened before? Sophie and Jacob glanced at each other. Usually, I don't go at school, said Jacob. Sophie started to cry again. It's not fair, said Sophie. No, agreed Ms. Reeves. She gave them both a hug. You can see them going to the restroom and Ms. Reeves there. Back in the classroom, Ms. Reeves drew on the board. What do these pictures mean? Boys and girls, the kids shouted happily. And you can see she drew the little boy here and the little girl there. Okay, said Ms. Reeves, but how do you know? The girl has long hair, said Emily, and she is wearing a dress. The boy is wearing shorts, said Noah, and a t-shirt. Now I want each of you to stand near the picture that looks like you, said Ms. Reeves. Jacob and Sophie looked at Ms. Reeves. Ms. Reeves winked back. Hold on, called Ms. Reeves. Noah, you have long hair. That sign shows short hair. And Emily, you're wearing pants. But the person on that sign is wearing a dress. You can see all the kids trying to figure out what to do. Ms. Reeves scratched her head. Why don't you switch places? Noah shrugged and walked to where Ms. Reeves pointed. Emily looked at the group of boys. I don't want to stand there, she said. Why not? Asked Ms. Reeves. Because I'm a girl. Ms. Reeves studied the kids again. You know what? A lot of you don't look like the signs. Let's try this. Look at the person next to you and help them stand next to the people who look like them. Arguing and giggling, the kids shuffled and reshuffled until everyone found a place to stand. You can see everybody figuring out where they need to go. Ms. Reeves pointed at the board. Are these pictures of what boys and girls really look like? Yes, said Emily. No, said Sophie. Sometimes, said Jacob. I wonder, said Miss Reeves, if there is another way. Everyone has to use the bathroom, right? Maybe the sign should be pictures of toilets, shouted Noah. Everyone giggled. We should make our own bathroom signs, said Sophie. And rules, said Jacob. Like if you're in the bathroom and you see a kid who doesn't look like you, leave them alone. Or, I have to pee, so let me be, said Noah. The giggling turned to cheers. Great idea, said Ms. Reeves. Let's get to work. And you can see everybody in the classroom with Ms. Reeves. The afternoon was filled with markers and laughter. And everybody's working on their signs, and they're having such a good time. New bathroom signs went up. The bunny signs were funny. And there's a sign that says, everybody uses the bathroom, and leave kids alone in the bathroom. And bathrooms are for every bunny. Jacob and Sophie stopped outside the bathroom doors. Do you think it's okay? Asked Jacob. Sophie smiled. I think it will be, she said. And in they went. So this time they're not afraid like they were last time to go to the bathroom at school. I hope that you enjoyed that. And Lucy, I know it's not something you probably have to worry about a whole lot right now, but there are some people in the world who feel like they're not able to go certain places, like into bathrooms, because people are going to tell them that that's not where they belong because they don't look like people would expect. So it's a good idea to remember that we need to respect everyone and remember that it's important to let people be who they are. And even if they're not exactly what we expect them to be, that's okay, because what makes us different is what makes us special. And so we have to remember that we're not the boss of everybody, and we can be kind and we can be respectful of people who aren't like us in situations even when we're not sure what to do. I hope you're doing well, Lucy, and I'll see you later. Bye.